All right, hey, everybody, I'm Fighter Cows along with the Geek Fighters here, playing more Suikoden. My last weekend as a free man.
Sadly.
Yes. Our
And
boy
then-
is back in business this Monday.
He sold his soul to the company store.
Boy,
Not quite that bad. But
What if he did?
that's good though.
also
It's a good
here
thing.
is Visible Ninja and Double R. Double RPG is the one playing the game and playing it upscaled, as I always like to point out, because it really, I always like looking at
Upscaled
it, I
on
don't
real
know.
hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always got to bring that up. Just like how I got to bring up Negan's
Just
voice
emphasize.
actor recording over Skype.
Yeah. Oh god, what was it? Like, what was that? There was some game recently that had, I don't know, some hideous issue where the voice actor obviously recorded it over like a low quality Skype call, and they just like kept it in the game.
Oh. Now this was something I was not aware of.
I can't remember what it was though. Yeah,
Must have been a very low budget game if they were able to keep it.
I think it was some cheap ass like visual novel or something.
Mm-hmm. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, at least this is more entertaining than that the craptastic pay-per-view of a fight that was on Netflix.
Yes, I love
I
watching
watched
shoot botching maxes.
Well, I watched it, and as you know, somebody's been following combat sports and trained a little. That looked like a sparring match, not an actual boxing match. And Tyson's feet were very heavy, and people were wondering if he had leg issues. I don't know if he actually did or not, but it didn't look like he was trying, and neither was Paul.
Yeah.
That's what I observed, and I'm not the only one who's observed that. The other people said that independent of me, and I'm saying this independent of them. Like, it's just they hugged each other, and Paul bowed to Tyson, like saying thank you and everything, meaning like, you know, like, wow, like, hey, we got worked.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we worked these marks. I don't know if they were actually like a work, like it was predetermined, or like, you know what I mean, like they just wanted, like they didn't want to hurt each other, so like, let's go easy.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I look forward to his next opponent, which will be Joe Biden, apparently.
All right.
Jeez. What a way.
By the way, hello,
well-
Buchecki.
What a way.
Hello, yeah, no, that's been all I've seen is memes about how his next fight's gonna be against, you know, the next improbably old person, like against Jimmy Carter or something.
It's like, man, what a way for him to kill our president. I mean, since he already has dementia and all.
That's one way to go out, boxing match.
Now, if there was only somebody who was like that 150-year-old Chinese warrior like in Baki, am I right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got ourselves in a secret boss fight here, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely came out of nowhere, for sure. Well, Muteki, you know what they say when they're famous sportsmen, when they get older, that they're not really in their prime anymore.
True.
And you know, if they were, then it would have been, you know, a great show of great display of athleticism. But you know, it's just not like that anymore. I mean, take a look at somebody like Rob Van Dam. Even though he was really athletic during the days of his prime, you hardly ever see that with him anymore.
Well, yeah. You know, he's like in his is he late 40s or early 50s? I can't remember exactly with Rob, but
I'm pretty sure Jerry would have the answer to that question.
Whatever, Rob?
How old is Rob Van Dam at this point?
Oh, he's in his late 40s, early 50s. Let me double check. He's 53.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, he's 53. That's why he's not. Well, yeah, just look at.
I knew he'd be around Jericho's age.
Well, hey, there's a reason why guys like Jeff Hardy don't, do the Swanton bombs so much anymore.
Yeah.
Very true.
So, yeah.
So anyways, in the last episode, if you remember, Salome of the Zexen Knights told Ghetto and his crew to go over to the Lake Castle, which we named it Hama Castle, when playing as Thomas and friends. And, yeah, we're having to go back over there under Ghetto's point of view and try to help out Thomas and those at the castle from the Zexen Council's, plans to overtake it and whatnot. So, yeah. Just one of those things where we're just viewing the point of view of another character with an event like this. That's why I like the story in this game so much, because you get to see, different things happening in the story from the different points of views of the main characters you play as. They kind of overlap each other and kind of, in a way, tell a story, like a really detailed story, in a sense. So, how are you guys doing this week?
Me? Oh, well, you know what? Physically, I've been up and down, but otherwise, it's actually been not terribly bad. Like I said, I guess my puzzle brain's been getting on because of Tetris Forever coming out. And, mind you, I've also been playing a lot of other stuff, like more Sonic Generations Remaster and such as well. Always a good time.
Yeah.
And also, because just launched in the past day or here, Half-Life 2 had a huge major update for its 20th anniversary.
Yes,
that added a bunch of... That, incorporated the 2 episodes into the base game and, a bunch of other, stuff like commentary and everything as well, so...
Yes, it did.
Interesting. Haha.
Although I'm pretty sure I already have Half-Life 2 in my library, but if not, then I will definitely get around to, Well,
yeah, it's a free automatic upgrade, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they did with the original Half-Life, a couple years ago. But it got a major overhaul for its big, I think 30th or 25th anniversary.
Even with people, even with somebody like Valve doing another re-release for Valve or giving it a major update, it's still going to not stop people from saying, where's Half-Life 2 Episode 3? Or better yet, where's Half-Life 3 at this point,
We already got it. It's called Half-Life Alyx. And it's technically a prequel, but also not. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. But technically we did. And yeah, it seems like, for the time being, yeah, there are no plans to get a Half-Life 3, since it seems like Valve's next big thing is a hero shooter that's apparently testing quite well and is coming along pretty quickly. So, yeah, you never know. If they manage to get a hero shooter out there that's, not half bad, they just might become a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Jerry? How has your week been?
Going up and down, up and down, up and down, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's been up and down.
It's been a wild ride for you. Yeah, I know.
And then my mom's been just like, get a haircut, and I'm like, I've already been up and down, and they don't seem to care. I'll get one on my first paycheck, all right? I'm not about. She wanted me to go out today. I'm like, look, I've been out the entire week. They just got to deal with my long hair. I don't think they care.
Right.
They didn't care when I had the interview. They didn't care when I showed up to Shadowed. So yeah.
Well, my week has been up and down too, especially when it comes to work. I mean, with us getting closer to Thanksgiving, the number of orders are
Yep.
just constantly increasing to work on an hourly
Holidays.
basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, when I went into work, we had like 27 or 28 new orders up and ready to be picked. But by the time when I left work for the day yesterday, the number went up from that amount to 54.
Hmm.
And when I went into work this morning, I saw that the number of orders that we had for yesterday overall was 67.
That's a lot.
That is a lot for the type of store that I work in. Yeah, that's a lot. But for some of the bigger stores that are just west of me within the Wichita, Kansas area, they can range up to maybe like 200 or 300 orders a day, possibly.
I was just gonna ask if yours was bigger or smaller. Yeah.
Smaller. Oh, much smaller.
Look at
You know what? I for some reason I keep forgetting Double R lives in Kansas.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Even though
And I was gonna say there's a certain phrase I could bring up that I won't. Twitch is
Certain
dying already. I
ethnicity.
don't need to piss anybody else off.
you're
My Kansas.
asking certain
We have a
people
lot of Kansanese people where I'm at.
Exactly. Exact the movie.
Oh, doesn't Goldberg live? I don't know where he's from.
Oh, Goldberg? I don't know.
I know voice actress Kari Walgren's from Kansas.
Oh,
Goldberg's
yeah.
from Oklahoma. Okay.
Oh yes.
He's a Buckeye. Oh no, those are Ohio. Never mind.
Yeah, Ohio's Buckeye. Oklahoma's the Sooners.
Ah, okay.
It's
My mistake. Don't
'cause-
kill
and I
me,
know that's
college
just 'cause
football fans. All five of
JR
you.
JR Boomer Sooner because he loves his Sooners. Yeah.
Twisty Rockets.
And then Texas is the Longhorns.
Yeah.
Buteki said, "Well, your store is small. Do short bundles. Well, but big stores have bigger inventory and they can create more."
Yeah, that is true. But just like with any
When I was
like with any business, we always suffer our ups and downs, Just the nature of the beast. But anyway, what were you trying to say?
Oh, so I'm reminded of working at the Hilton,
Uh-huh.
and like I was like, man, this is so much to do. But then like when I quit to go to college, the guy they hired came from the Sheraton, and he was like, man, this place is heaven, because washing dishes there, it's like, oh yeah, it's way more dishes and way more stuff. He's like, man, I'm like, huh. Well, all right.
Okay, I'm wondering why he was getting so much. So apparently, on Kai Sinet's big Mafia-thon, apparently Bill Nye the Science Guy decided to drop by, I guess.
Huh.
Oh,
Let's go.
Okay.
Just an unannounced visit, or
Which I could see it on his... I guess so, yeah, because I saw his views all of a sudden skyrocket on the side here. But that's why, I guess. People love their Bill Nye, I guess.
I guess so.
not me though.
Who unironically does not think science rules.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think I wanted to go inside here. Possibly. If not, then... Is this where I have
Nothing
to
could
go?
possibly go wrong.
Yes, this is where I need to be.
Oh, do you get discounts? Muteki asked, do you get free?
Well, yes, I do
Or
get
discount.
discounts because the store I work at is part of the Kroger family of stores.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a chain you guys have down there.
Mm-hmm. And any Kroger-related products are 10% off when we purchase them.
my dad would get discounts from Toys R Us, which is why I have so many Power Rangers toys and stuff. It's vintage stuff still,
And a 3DO.
and a 3DO.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. The only person I've ever known that ever actually owned one. So
Owned
yes.
I get this. I owned one growing up, and then I owned another one. So I had
Two 3DO.
I actually owned two. Yeah. At one point, I used to play Wing Commander.
And weirdly enough, 3DO emulation has come a long way. So yeah. I've been seeing like an ass ton of 3DO games getting dumped recently, so that's probably why.
Well, Double R is the one who can answer that question. He said about pot. I never heard of Kroger sell pots.
Sell pots? What are you talking about, Muteki? If you're talking about like ceramic pots, maybe.
I don't know. Depends
Yeah.
on the context.
Yeah.
Also, what
In what context? Are we talking the kind you put a plant in, or are we talking the kind you know?
Because I know we do
Get
sell
some drill claw.
I do know we sell some things that are made out of ceramic, like during Halloween where we sell the ceramic pumpkins and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those damn things.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkins. Yeah.
Do you like pumpkin spice? I don't really care.
Works in a Mary Jane store.
No,
Mary
well,
Jane?
it is not.
No,
He works at a grocery store.
Wait.
it's a grocery store chain, Muteki.
Yeah. I was gonna say, did Spider-Man's
I don't-
girlfriend like
I don't
open her
think
own grocery chain?
Kansas. I don't think Kansas is like Massachusetts.
No.
It's legal here where I live. I don't even think it's legal where Double R
Well,
lives.
again, like this is the thing where the U.S. is different from Canada. Where in Canada it's federally
It's the whole-
mandated.
Yep.
I know in the U.S. it's state by state. They have to do it that way. So I know it varies.
The following states allow actually Kansas does.
Oh,
Ah.
interesting. Good to know.
Wait, Kansas no.
Oh,
Wait, does Kansas do or not?
yeah.
Do what?
Sheesh. I'm trying to see what states is weed legal.
Oh, weed. Okay. I
Kansas, fully illegal.
yes.
Oh, yeah. It's a big nope then.
Mm-hmm.
New Mexico, legal. Utah, medicinal, yes. And as I know, Massachusetts, I would say all of New England, but New Hampshire's a holdout here.
Huh.
Damn it, Hampshire.
Eh.
Oh, Muteki, just to answer your question about GTA Definitive Edition, I've been hearing that it's actually worth it now based on the new update.
Oh, did it really fix it?
Yeah, on all platforms. Now it's fine to own it on all platforms now, from what they're saying. Look at Ghetto and Joker here inside the bar of Hanma Castle. I don't know when it was made, but something baffles me. What would that be, Mr. Joker? Oh. When the common land was established, I was present along with a man who now calls himself Jimba. Oh. I was on the grassland side, he was on the Zexan side. This is where Jim and I said farewell to a man we considered a true friend. So this is where Ghetto's explaining his past about how he knows the Flame Champion. And he also has a very, very special artifact on him that he kept concealed. Yes, Geto possesses the true lightning rune. He's the true lightning rune bearer. Just like how the Flame Champion was the true fire rune bearer.
Yeah, I'm with you, Muteki. Don't pretend they didn't mess up the release. Yeah, exactly. Even though they fixed it now, yeah.
So this is where Starchild explains why he says that Geto probably is the most important character because of his ties with the Flame Champion. It's because of Geto having the true lightning rune in his hand, to where it, because like I said, I always I always preface this with the Suikoden games. Anybody who bears a true rune is granted the blessing or curse of immortality. So Geto has not even aged a day within the last 50 years, since he still has the true lightning rune embedded in his right hand, basically.
Our child showed up to say yeah. Because
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And the true lightning rune.
At first, when playing the first two games, because if you remember in Suikoden 1 and 2 with the character Flick, who was a very prominent character within both the game stories, that he always bore the lightning rune on him. I always figured he would be the one to inherit the true lightning rune at some point, but no, that's not the case. Joker's real name is Wang. Would you believe that?
Wang. Toilet.
Somebody play that soundbite. You said it.
That's what you should have last night.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I should have done so last night, but just to make up for it
The
now.
toilet. The toilet.
Exactly.
Here, I did it twice.
Double toilet.
One to make up for it, and one to bring it into the spotlight now in relation to you saying it.
Exactly.
got it.
The double toilet.
Yes, the double whammy.
There's no change in the plan.
In the plan.
Of course. Anyways, so as Ghetto's group, we need to get in position because we're going to be helping Thomas and friends from the shadows, basically. So don't worry, there's no war fighting this time around. It's just random battle after random battle. About maybe 2 or 3 random battles in order to end off this thing. But we'll see.
Okay.
But I will also say, as far as the rest of my week is going, in terms of gaming, pretty good. I picked up Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I double dipped and got the Switch version as well as the PC version.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen you play a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is very 2D and HD. It does look very nice though for what it is. So yeah, if you want to, because I know they did a 3D remake before, right? So
3D remake of 3? No, they didn't.
oh yeah, 2D. I don't know. My brain's fuzzy. I'm gonna stop talking now.
But no,
No,
they
no,
did.
no,
They
please.
just like the first Dragon Quest and with Dragon Quest 2, Dragon Quest 3 has definitely seen a number of remakes over the years. It's like it's like the older games are some of the easiest games to be remade and whatnot.
Check your crisp.
My crisp?
Yeah.
Oh. You want me to check my settings on crisp?
Well, right now
Crisp.
the problem isn't happening though. Funny enough,
Hmm.
but it was a few seconds ago where the game was bleeding through.
Oh, weird.
It's not doing it now though, so I guess never mind.
Oh, you mean clips? Okay, not the crisp.
I mean crisp.
Where do I find it? Is it under voice and video?
No, it's right next to where you'd hang up the call.
Oh,
that
okay.
one. Oh, yeah.
Okay, noise suppression. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows that my noise suppression is turned
Yeah, no,
on.
it's fine now. So
Okay, it's probably because I don't have the volume turned down a little, so that's why you probably heard the game coming from my microphone a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Muteki bleeding effect. But yeah, no, it's good now. So
Yeah. Oh, there you are, the old man who likes to burn people alive. Mr. Piccolo, the human
Piccolo
nuker.
again. Oh,
The human
yeah,
nuke.
friggin' genocidal Piccolo over here.
Yes.
Bruh. How is that any different from the regular one? Oh.
Far more genocidal
right.
than the Demon King.
Star Child
Hey, man,
said,
hey, man, he kills Krillin and Appa's father.
Star Child said, he got Dragon Quest 1 and 2. They had 3, but he didn't get it yet.
I am looking forward to the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake that comes out next year, because that surprise during the Nintendo Direct back in June about those games getting the HD 2D remake treatment, I'm like, yes!
Do.
And if you've never beaten a Dragon Quest game before, the first one is actually a pretty short game, even if you played Dragon Warrior on the NES back in the day.
Interesting.
Yeah. But then again, the only downside is that you only play as a single character, and there's no party. But the only thing that we miss about the original Dragon Warrior, fighting enemies in a boxed screen or whatever.
Damn straight.
But if you ask me, it's better to play the more updated versions of those games because of their quality of life features and all that. Because if you played the NES versions, yeah, they are, even though they are playable, they're still rough around the edges.
Extremely.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So while Thomas and his group are trying to catch their strength, we need to defeat these guys so that way they have an easier chance to take down the few stragglers that are going to be left. Now, even though I'm using regular commands as my characters in this fight, I haven't even used the True Lightning Rune yet as Ghetto. I probably won't do that until we get to a major boss fight that involves Hugo, Chris, and Ghetto fighting together. But that will be at the start of the 4th chapter. Because, like I said, at the beginning of Chapter 4, that's when we have to select one of those 3 characters to be the Flame Champion's successor, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, Star Child. I mean, just, it's better to play the re-releases, the more modern re-releases of the first games in the series. You know, if Dragon Quest, if the Erdrick trilogy of Dragon Quest within the HD 2D remakes do well, would you guys like to see the Zenithia trilogy get an HD 2D remake treatment? Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6?
Absolutely. That's what I want to see. I was about to ask you about that actually when you were showing me 3.
Mm-hmm. I know I would. Because I mean, even though we already got the remakes on the DS, they're still really extremely hard to find. Like
Yeah, exactly.
complete in box,
Mhm.
and they have a lot of collector's value in them now. I mean, if you go to like the price charting or what's the name of that website that tells how much a loose copy or complete in box copy is, yeah, the DS remakes of 4, 5, and 6, they're not cheap.
Chat said, Sasha says better to use it on main bosses. I guess
The
you're talking about-
the true runes basically.
Yeah.
Because you remember when I said that I wasn't using Ghetto's true rune against these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Isla,
You go.
for you having that outfit that looks more like you just came from modern day Earth or modern era Earth, yeah, you may want to put down that bow and arrow at this moment in time. Is that a problem? Well, yeah, it is, because we're working from the shadows, little missy. You call yourself a Korea warrior? Oh, right, because you come from a tribe of barbarians, as what the Zexans like to call them.
He looks way more cultured and modern than anybody else here.
Exactly. Funny how we brought that up last episode, and still, it's quite a problem for us right now. And since we have to go to the Flame Champion's hideaway as Ghetto and his group, and you remember the treasure boss that I was fighting as Hugo when we first brought him there, since we are doing well with equipment for all the characters, I don't think we're going to take on that treasure boss, just to save time.
Eh. We don't need to go after every gold slime, I guess.
Yeah.
What? You don't want money?
If you take a look at Ghetto's money he has on him, he's hit the ceiling. Yeah, he has like nearly 1 million potch on him. Basically, the amount of money you can actually accrue or hit the limit on is 999,999. But yeah, we're already at that limit with him, so we don't even need to go through another treasure boss fight. But like I said, those are best. I mean, since we're doing this live stream series on this game, then it is better to do those boss fights off screen or off stream or whatever. So yeah, if you remember that Thomas and friends, they managed to stand their ground, but mainly thanks to our help. But yeah, Hanma Castle still stands on its own as a free area between both Grassland and Zexen. So, yippee. It wasn't just Thomas and friends who got the work done by themselves. We may have had a little hand in getting things rolling. Or Ghetto's group. So, now that Ghetto and group have managed to help out Thomas and his crew, wonder what's next for them. This isn't another one of your cheap novels, so don't get all soppy. Banter between Ace and Joker. Who is the true ace between an ace and a joker? Still, Ah, Wyatt. So yeah, that is Jimba. Wyatt Lightfellow. If you hadn't pieced together the name Lightfellow, then yeah, you probably would have already known it by now that Wyatt Lightfellow is Chris's father. Yeah. So the person that she has been trying to find was actually right in front of her all this time, especially when he attacked Ixe village with the Lizard Clan and told her to go find the Flame Champion at the end of her second chapter, basically. Starchild does say, he says, it's hard to say. I don't know how they are selling. To be honest, the main selling point of those games is Toriyama's art style. I think it would depend on the prices they give them if they did. I've noticed that Square Enix has started reverting back to selling games that should be $30 for $70 again and releasing like 10 RPGs a year. All right, so Ghetto and his crew are at that point where they're going to go to the Flame Champion's hideaway. And if you remember where that was, it was located near Chisha Village, where Hugo and Chris were defending against the Harmonian army, or the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia. So yeah.
Let's go. Oh, Starchild said it's hard to say. I don't know how they're selling. To be honest, the main selling point of these games is Toriyama's art style. I think it'll depend on the prices they gave. I noticed that Square Enix started reverting back to selling games that should be 30 for 70 again, and releasing like 10 RPGs a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Selling games for full price that shouldn't be.
Right. It is a weird conundrum, for sure. I mean, if you remember back in 2022 when they kept putting out like game after game every month, that was quite a hectic time within their a hectic time for their business or whatever. It was, you remember all those games that came out under them back in 2022, like Triangle Strategy, Harvestella, the Diofield Chronicle, those games. Even Forspoken, that game that should never exist.
Yeah. I was like, man, this feels like a Marvel movie, but like one of the ones that wasn't as liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there was potential that those games could have succeeded, but the only problem was that most of them were $60 games, and some of them didn't seem like they were fully polished at all. It's like
not justified.
Yeah, so they weren't justified for release at that point. Now, I'm not sure whether or not it was because of Yosuke Matsuda, with his current run being Square Enix's president and CEO, was about to come to an end or whatnot, but yeah, releasing them like that many games a year under them, that kind of seemed like commercial suicide at that point, but, I mean, there were some good games that came out of it, but at the same time, it's It's like they should have been a bit more spread out just to not suffer from, like losses and that kind of stuff. I mean, they had the right idea. It's just that they didn't. Just that the plan wasn't executed well. Let's just put it that way. And honestly, some of those games that they put out actually were not all that bad. Not to mention, Triangle Strategy, that wasn't the only HD 2D game to come out. There was also the HD 2D remake of Live Alive that came out that same year.
Oh, that's right. With good old Kageyama.
Yep.
When in doubt, just contact a member of the Jam Project. They usually can put you right. Oh, one of my cats is bugging me. One sec. Okay.
Alright, he's done with everything in the magic side of things, but Joker, you are not, though. Upgrade your focus to max level. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so everything else for Ghetto's group, we should be focusing on the Bujutsu training centers, basically to learn physical abilities and physical skills and that kind of stuff. Hey, LPH!
Yo.
Yeah, that's the sad part, LPH. It's just even though you put out so many small scale games, there are those that just only care about like bigger projects that they only care about, like the games that came out of the Final Fantasy VII Remake series. But at the same time, it's like it's probably I don't know what the hell am I thinking.
What can I say?
Yeah. But I always say, just like with fighting games, it's always better to acknowledge not only just one specific game, but multiple games to sustain growth, basically. Because if everybody else was just so fixated on like one thing, then there wouldn't be any growth whatsoever. And personally, I want to see growth in a lot of properties, not just one specific one. Imagine if the fighting game market collapsed if everybody just only cared about Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or Tekken.
Kind of like how it is today.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yep, you're absolutely right, LPH. When it came to WB, the only thing that they cared about was Batman.
Yep.
Literally.
And everything else. You're not Batman.
And then when they try to do a non-Batman game, it shits the bed so badly that it might kill the whole studio. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact they've been ordered to make a new Arkham game.
That and possibly a remake of Arkham Asylum, since Kill the Justice Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League did horrendous.
Mm.
Yes, there's still that rumor going around that Final Fantasy Tactics could be getting a re-release very soon, as well as a built from the ground up remake of Final Fantasy IX, which we still haven't even heard jack squat about. Chat says a few things.
Okay, he mentioned WB. Starshow said, "Visible Ninja, how you doing?" He didn't say that, but
I'm alright. Just
Uh,
at the moment,
That
sitting
sounds-
here, parsing myself between some Juggernaut and some Suikoden.
I haven't drawn a webcomic page for New Courage in a while, but I'm doing it now, and I'm like, haha, I don't remember my story. But anyways,
Oh,
that's happened to
that's
me a
always
lot.
good.
Yeah, I Toriyama it a little too much sometimes.
Yeah, just don't launch any characters.
Ha! I
Just
have to
remember
draw
how to draw every single character you've ever done, ever.
God, that's the problem. I had. Oh my goodness, I always have old pictures
Yeah.
just to go back to try and see, and even then, there's characters that I straight up just forgot how to draw.
Well, yeah,
and
I guess
just can't find the old pictures.
Toriyama, yeah. Like, I guess that's a thing for a lot of manga artists, which is, I guess, why things like series bibles and such are probably so important these days to keep track of a lot of this weird little information that gets introduced.
I'm gonna be like
Everything.
Oda. If I ever get published, I'm gonna be like Oda. I'm gonna have to rely on the fan wikis. I'm like, yo, I hope
like-
somebody out there is
wait.
keeping track of this.
Yeah, because he's like, yo, so when I can't remember something, I go on the One Piece wiki and just look it up. So yeah.
That's what I'm finna do that. If they ever make New Courage or
Yeah.
something else I made into, like, I'll just go to that wiki. Star Child said they are talking about re-releasing Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics.
I've heard that,
Which
yeah. But
It's
I'd be
currently
wondering.
$9 on the PSP store. But yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be wondering if it would be a new one or if it would be based on the PSP remake.
more likely the PSP remake because
Yeah, like
that's-
like up resing that to like HD basically.
that's basically what they did for Tactics Ogre Reborn.
Yeah.
They did the that re-release of it, but based it off the PSP remake or re-release.
Yeah, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they even kept its name as War of the Lions and then just like, hey,
Oh,
it's
right,
out
I
now in
remember.
HD or War of the Lions HD or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot I had Royal Lions. I actually got it when it was new. Starshaw said, I wonder if they would try to sell this remake for $20 or $30 on PS5 as a lower quality, quote, remaster, or just make the original available like they did Grandia 1.
I could. Well, I would say it would work well if they did it for $30 because if they added in features like full-on voice acting and like hand-drawn animations and that kind of stuff, I could definitely see it worth the higher price point. But if they just did a straight-up port, then yeah, just make it $20.
Hey, another duck person.
Yes.
Walked by. LPH said, well, to stay in the context, and I'll go back to LPH. Starchild said, they don't need to remake anything else, especially not Final Fantasy IX. Technically, they don't. They just need to re-release.
No, but yeah. Yeah, they're
LPH,
probably gonna pull what they did with 8, probably.
Yeah,
Well,
Give you
I
like
mean-
a turbo mode or something,
Well, if
and like
they
an in-game guide.
If they did a remake of 9, I'd say the only thing aside from just like updated graphics that they should put in, but also full-on voice acting.
Well, yeah, that'd be something.
Yeah.
Be a lot of work, but yeah, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
LPH said, back in the days, Marvel had MCU, Fox, and Sony every other year. Yep.
Yeah.
Someone, like 3B, and then LPH also said, I'm still waiting for the PSP version of Street Fighter Alpha 3 on console. My goodness, what is up with that? Why do they keep not re-releasing Max? They keep re-releasing regular Upper or just regular Alpha 3, but they never re-release Double Upper, aka Max. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
stuck in PSP. It's stuck in PSP jail,
Yes.
and that's the best version.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, like I said, Alpha Upper is coming, so hey, there's hope one day. You know what I mean?
That's regular Upper. Ah,
Yeah.
I want Double Upper.
I know, but like, so there is hope one day that, we
Yeah.
might get a Capcom Fighting Collection 3. You never know.
I hope
Might
so.
contain stuff like that, other weird shit like, what was the other stuff? Stuff like Techromancer.
Mm-hmm.
If we really want to smoke the crack, we can say JoJo. But
But that'd be something they'd have to work out with Bandai Namco on, because I think Bandai Namco got the rights to that game.
Yeah,
that's
they do.
That's why they were able to
they have
re-release.
the game rights to JoJo.
That's
so,
why they were
yeah.
able to re-release Heritage from the Future by themselves.
Yeah, but it was only on the store for about a year before it was pulled.
yeah,
So, yeah, the HD version they did, which is actually pretty good, but yeah, unfortunately. So, I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice and cracktacular if that was in like the third collection, but hey, it's a license thing. I know it's gonna be Herculean, but hey, they can make they were able to play nice with Disney for the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, so you never know.
LPH, yes, you're absolutely right. The Mega Man games on the PSP, they're also stuck in PSP jail.
That's right. Powered up and
Powered Up
Maverick Hunter
and
X,
Yes.
Maverick Hunter, yeah, the
which
remake
I like both of those. a
yeah,
lot.
1 and X1.
I actually like those
Yeah.
games a lot. I would. Those would be nice to see again.
Oh yeah, it's really a shame that we didn't get to see the reimagining of those games done in those remakes, because there was the plan that they were going to remake the entirety of Mega Man X 1 through 5 if the PSP remake actually did well, but unfortunately
Dang.
it didn't.
Dang, because I liked Maverick Hunter X a lot.
Yeah, I did too.
I played it a lot on my. I had it on PSP and played it on the Vita. The Vita upscale was pretty nice too. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Starchild said, FF7 remakes have killed profit. Starchild's wondering if Square Enix, if the only game they're really making money off of these days is 14 or not.
Well, Starchild, I don't think it's a matter that they killed profit. It's just they weren't they just didn't have the proper guidance or the proper person to like handle the budget on those games. I guess you could say they got too unilateral or too ambitious with those games, that they didn't have anybody there to like properly handle the budget of those games. That's why, so much money was spent into making those games that they just kind of forgot and said, hey, why are these games not making us any profit at this time? That, and as well as like, making the games exclusive on the PS or the PlayStation platforms, which didn't really even help the case at all.
LPH asked, how many anime games did Bandai Namco have? Most of them. Like, I'm not even joking.
Quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen, was it Jump Force, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan,
Dragon Ball.
Dragon
Gundam.
Balls, not Gundams, Naruto's, and not to mention
I'll
One
try to even
Piece.
say most of them because most things you said were Shonen Jump,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and so they got
So they'll
basically
be with
all of
Bandai.
Shonen Jump, One Piece,
yeah.
and then Gundam they have with their own thing. Then JoJo, yeah, like Starship said, all the popular ones are Bandai. Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that they don't have is Full Metal Alchemist. Square Enix still has the hold on that, I think.
Okay. Okay. Demon Slayer Sega actually.
Yes, that too.
I was gonna say,
Fitzer North Star Sega.
I think the FMA is Shogokan, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
FMA, yeah, Square Enix has their own manga.
Shogakukan.
Which I keep forgetting. Yeah, yeah. LPH is like a monopoly. That's why Super Robot Wars games are made so easily by them over in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They own all those too. They can just.
Keep on Sunrise, man.
But over here, it's a lot more complicated because over there it's like, oh, it's just one company. But over here, that's why we barely see Super Robot Wars here, because it's like, well, over there you just gotta talk with yourself. Over here, this company owns Macross, and this company owns Gundam, and this company owns Ava. Blah blah blah.
Beam me up, Scotty! Take me to the Flame Champions hideaway.
It's the only game that does this, where like the Flame Champion was you talk about him, but then you don't. They don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your main protagonist ain't even really like
Yeah.
he's already done his stuff. Like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's interesting, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just to shake up the formula when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
storytelling and that kind of stuff. I know with Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, they kind of tried to bring that back a little bit, although keeping like the main structure of almost all Suikoden games intact, where it just mainly focuses on the one hero, whereas the other two who are central to the plot have some significance during certain portions of the story. Alright, so Ghetto was the third one to make it into the hideaway, and now since he is done, we only have one character left to go through the third chapter, and that is Chris Lightfellow. So we still have not even seen what her third chapter is all about. So I think it's time for us to get into her third chapter, and we still have about an hour left of the stream, so let's go ahead and read the bio for Ghetto's third chapter here real quick. Pretty much lines up with the major plot points in his story. So, yeah. Let's see what Chris is up to, and then see how far we get, and then we will end off today's stream.
Starchild mentioned City Shutter and Shadow. Yep, we didn't get that because of all the licensing.
Yeah.
Whereas over there is simpler. I need to...
I mean, there are certain games I'm really surprised that we actually got over here, like Jump Force, and you figure, games like, with a game like that, it would be really hard to get all the voice actors in, the English voice actors, but yeah, it was, because of the different voice acting agencies that they all came from.
And it did so well, it was delisted and you can't buy it anymore.
Nope.
That's how well it did, but yeah. It was an interesting concept, and I really liked how different some of it was, like with the Yu-Gi-Oh characters, like summoning monsters as their attacks. Or what was it with Saitama? How his whole thing was, he was running to the fight, and you were the other One Punch Man characters having to, hold off the enemy until Saitama got there and one-hit KO'd them.
Wait a minute.
Like kind of weird shit like that.
Yep, that's how the One Punch Man game was.
Oh yeah, the One Punch Man game. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, there was a couple. There's been a couple My Hero Academias. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, more than a few. So yeah. That recent Death Note game, I guess.
Oh yeah, that Death Note game that came out. What in the world? Who thought it was a good idea to make an anime game based on Among Us, essentially?
Well, hey, why not? You're the Kira. Hoi! I am Akira. We're okay.
All right. What's going on?
Just some Maxim the Hormone, don't worry. Japanese death metal band, don't worry about it.
Well, I know them because of Frieza.
Oh yes, F.
Damn monkeys.
Whoa, Frieza, whoa.
What do you have against monkeys? You mad tyrant? Besides, it's not even explained what exactly you are, Frieza.
Yeah, they never really. Yeah, they never really do explain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a member of the Cold Clan,
Yeah. But
which is basically means the Cold Race. That's what they're called. But Dragon Ball's weird with they don't want to they don't like saying race these days. They
well,
Metal dropped.
yes.
Because I felt like making a joke. Metal dropped in the middle of his race rant.
Yeah.
I did, damn it. Race. Oh yeah.
No.
It's like Discord knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it did. Holy shit.
LPA said, "Too bad Cell don't have his own theme." Lol.
Oh.
I think he does, doesn't he?
Well, not like that.
No, or isn't it called like Yorubu no Cell game or something like that? Or maybe that's just a generic theme for the Cell games. I don't know.
In Japan, I don't think he had his own. No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you know the American one. Do do do.
Oh yeah, by Bruce Faulconer. Again, why was that soundtrack so hip? Way too hip for Dragon
Faulconer.
Ball.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you know.
I mean,
Fortunately, it turned out
it's one of the,
Faulconer loved stealing music.
well, I
It's
mean,
like a certain other Dragon Ball composer.
well, it's one of those things where that music of his, it just sounds better for video games than anime. And the songs that he composed for the anime, when they were used in Legacy of Goku 2 and Boost Fury, they felt like they were truly in place. Know what I mean? Burns?
Vern. Vern.
Notice how I said Verns.
Vern. Exactly. We're all Verns.
Yes.
You're a Vern. She's a Vern. He's a Vern, because we're all Verns.
God, me always bringing up that Ernest quote makes me want to watch Ernest Goes to Jail again.
That is one of the classic. Okay, I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's a toss-up between Jail or Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
Because
I just are my favorites.
I
yes.
mean, Christmas is like all right. Like Saves Christmas is all right and everything.
It is a guilty pleasure, but it doesn't hold
Like it's all right.
It doesn't hold a high candle to Ernest Goes to Camp or Ernest Goes to Jail or Ernest Scared Stupid. It doesn't hold a candle
like I
to
said.
the quality of those three movies.
Yeah. For me, it's Jail or Scared Stupid, just
Those
because of
two are my favorites.
let's just see here. When he becomes Electro Ernest at the end,
Yes.
is great. And then of course Scared Stupid when he rolls out with his Malk.
It's Mayak.
Mayak.
That's right. His Miak, which
Malk is Simpsons.
you did. That's right. Yeah, Miak, which I bet you didn't expect I'd be able to find it at this time of year. And yes, Miak is not a thing that exists, so don't bother. But it was invented for the movie, so yeah.
Bart was the one who drank Malk now with vitamin R.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Malk.
Vitamin R.
Well, hey, it goes well with the Gorilla Hearts.
Yeah.
More hearts means more iron.
And remember, with Ernest becoming Electro Ernest at the end, remember his last words that he said in that movie. I came, I saw, I got blown up.
Yep. Words to live by.
Then it should have done like that circle, like that full circle fade at the end of the movie to make it look like it was a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Because that actually would have accentuated better comedy if they did that instead of just doing like the screen fading to black. Because when they did that, it leaves a very important question. Did Ernest actually die from that bomb blast in the sky and coming back down?
Well,
also Ernest is a cartoon character essentially, so I mean, right? Would have worked.
well,
Yeah.
he never appeared again, so yes. Oh no, wait, what was it? What was it?
Oh,
Jim
chat.
Varney. Okay, what was it? It was some stupid like Canadian snowboarding movie that he was in, where it was essentially Ernest, but not in name.
Star Child said he likes the Falconer track. LPH said we're talking about Ernest. They said I'm surprised there's no TV show.
There was. Hey,
There
Vern, it's
was. It was
Ernest.
called Hey Vern, it's Ernest. Yeah, which not a lot of people
But,
know about,
It was very.
and I do because I watched it.
I watched it too.
I didn't.
Yeah, it
I
didn't
knew of
run
it,
for
but
terribly long,
yeah.
but I think it only ran for about one season. But
Yeah, it was
It
more
was
or less.
funny.
before the movies.
It
Wasn't
was more like a kids' educational / variety type of show.
yeah, he had like the fat guy and the ugly dude next door, and some other like characters, doing shit every episode. Yeah.
You mean the fat guy and the skinny old guy, the silent skinny old
Well,
guy?
Well,
Bobby.
yeah, whoever they are.
You know Bobby's still alive?
Yes, he is.
And he's like
Damn.
97. And also he doesn't drive, and there was a whole movie about that too. He did where he was like, Bobby doesn't drive because he just doesn't care to learn. And you know what? I don't drive either.
I don't either. So there you go.
Well, my dyslexia would be a danger, honestly.
Oh well. Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty
Don't know
sure.
what to say to that.
I feel like I'd run people over. On
I'd be a danger to myself and others.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Oh, Muteki came back. You guys talking Ernest? And I
Yeah.
was talking with Sound
Yeah,
Out
we
about
were.
Ernest.
Yeah, about the TV show, and I don't know. Like that's one of those things. Is should they try to like revive the character with a new actor? It's a good
No,
question.
Not really. I feel
It ain't gonna hit the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
Like
just better to.
I was gonna say, beyond using like AI to make new Ernest shit. Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing anybody but Jim Varney be that character.
I mean, that's why they're bringing him back in that graphic novel that was kickstarted on Kickstarter recently.
Oh yeah, like stuff like that I could definitely see, especially if you don't have to maybe pay likeness rights to the estate of Jim Varney,
Hmm.
which you could in when it comes to stuff like animated stuff. Yeah, you just stylize him so he doesn't look like Jim Varney. Looks more like a generic wrinkled prune man.
I mean, if they,
like he was.
I mean, the only,
But yeah.
I feel that the only person who could be close to his voice is his replacement as Slinky the dog in Toy Story 3, who is basically the same guy who played Farmer Fran in Waterboy.
Ah.
Yeah. Disciodo.
Gyodo.
Here.
Gyodo. There we go. Yeah, I was expecting it to come.
But yeah, I feel they could do a, bring about the likeliness of his voice with that guy.
It wouldn't be too bad. Ah, oof.
If he's still around, that is. But if he can't act anymore, then it's like, why bother, right? Because
Since I
there's
should look that up.
just some voices that cannot be easily replicated. And I feel that Jim Varney's voice is definitely one of those cases where his voice is one that's not easily replicatable, you know? If that's even a word.
Yeah.
Muteki said in 3 they replaced because Ernest voiced Slinky in Toy Story, which he did. Jim Varney was.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
But in 3 they replaced him with the voice of Bill from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they replaced him with Blake Clark.
Yes. Wait a minute. He was Bill Dauterive? Blake Clark?
No. Okay. Okay. I'm just going over here.
That's what Becky said, but let's see. Stephen Root is Bill Dauterive.
Oh.
Yeah. No, this is a different guy. This is Blake Clark, who was in The Water Boy. Yes, Farmer Fran. Yes.
Yes.
He was. He wasn't too. He was. Okay, he was a couple bit parts in like Boy Meets World, Good Luck Charlie, and Home Improvement, but nothing major.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know he played Drew Carey's neighbor in the Drew Carey Show in the first season.
Yeah, like I said, nothing like huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was. Yeah, he's a replace. Yeah, he's like he's the current voice of a Slinky Dog. So yeah.
Yep.
As far as I can see. And the only other person to voice Slinky was in Toy Story Racer. Some rando, I guess.
Muteki said thanks for clarification.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd look it up, so yeah. So I was curious myself. I was like, who did replace Jim as Slinky? Because I didn't know.
Yeah, no, the guy who played Bill wasn't in Toy Story, but he was in a lot of other movies.
Oh yeah, of course.
Home away you make it.
I mean, it's my stapler.
I'm not even gonna continue.
It's my
Twitch is gonna get mad.
Yeah.
My stapler.
No. Home is where you make it. Home is where you make it. Everybody know that. Goddamn boy.
Goddamn. Some good H2O.
Well, let me tell you what Bill's voice actor was in. If you've seen
a lot of stuff.
Dodgeball.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he was the spineless asshole with the mail order wife.
Oh.
The mild-mannered gym rat Gordon Pibb in Dodgeball. That's what he played.
Yes, that's exactly who he was.
He was also in Wake Up Ron Burgundy, the Lost Movie. Did you know about this?
No.
I never heard of this. Wake Up Ron Burgundy, the Lost Movie, also known as Anchorman: The Adventure Continues, 2004 comedy film and a counterpart to Anchorman.
Okay, I know that. That's the one that they made with all the alternate takes they did while filming the movie, and they basically they tied it together with a cut subplot from the original movie and made an entirely different movie.
Oh, huh.
Using a cut subplot and like all these alternate takes that they did doing the first movie. They literally threw them together and made it like an entire second movie.
That's crazy. Huh. I already knew about this.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like a weird, like, alternate Ron Burgundy. That's non-canonical with Anchorman 2.
Yep, definitely not what I've seen.
So yeah, he was in the Weird Frankenstein movie.
Woo!
Yep.
Anyways, Yeah, as you can see with Chris's group, we finally made it to Chisha Village, and we actually meet these two girls who are from a village called Alma Kinan. This is actually one of the grassland tribes, but they are more of like, I wouldn't say xenophobic, but more of a secluded tribe of females.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're basically people who shut themselves off from the outside world.
Oh, so they're Amazons, basically.
Kinda.
Okay. So
Amazon.
Amazons.
And then you transform. Ah.
But these are important. These are important characters in Chris's story, basically. Basically, like they're like her guiding hands, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
It's Vader time.
Oh,
It's
man.
Big Van
Star
Vader
Child.
time.
We're watching a bunch of wrestling games and stuff, and yeah, seeing Vader in a bunch of those is kind of wild. He was in a lot of Japanese wrestling games.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah, he was actually quite popular in Japan.
With his mask on and off, or just his mask on mostly?
Star Child, he had his mask on, right? In King of Colosseum and Ring of Fire, not Ring of Fire. Giant Graham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I think both basically. So the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was even referenced in the original Dragon Ball, if I remember right.
In Z, they made a Piroshki or Pigrozi or whatever his name, but he was literally
Yeah,
Vader with.
there was like a filler.
Helmet. Yeah, filler character. One of Mr. Satan.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a filler character that was a homage to him. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Leon White, Vader, he actually loved that. He was like, "That's cool." People told him, he was like, "That's cool." Oh, Star Child answered. In Giant Graham 3, LPH say he feels like both, and yeah, it was both. In Giant Graham 3, it was on. In Giant Graham, it was on, but in All Star Pro Wrestling 3, it was off, so it was both, like LPH said.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, so...
And then I was explaining to Bad Gamer, who I'm pretty sure is around, just not talking, but I was explaining to Bad Gamer how, like, Vader was a dude I didn't want to mess with, because I was like, you see how big he is? You think,
yeah.
Maybe I'm faster. No, that dude was also fast.
Nah.
Yeah, not to mention, he had to pop his eye back in during middle of a match.
I mean,
Yep.
that man was the definition of a grizzly bear, a human grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Not to mention, he has the greatest achievement of all. He was a guest star in an episode of Boy Meets World.
If Vader were still... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, if Vader were still alive, would he try to be going up against Hulk Hogan in all things? Whether they be for entertainment or political? Or would that be more of a Booker T type of situation?
Yeah. Well, let's just say, it would make for some interesting debates, especially with certain taglines like "We coming for you," Enwa.
I remember that. But let me tell you about King Booker. King Booker was great. We technically say, "Hey, Bad Gamer, Sony just announced Last Guardian 2."
Whoa, oh shit, there we go. After 10,000 years, it's free! The friggin' Griffin pup lives.
You needed to see it. One of my favorite things is before that game came out, like when it was still in development hell, that They were like, we're gonna show our new announcement about this game, and they showed them taking the files and just sending them to the trash and deleting the trash. Like, yeah, maybe they should have done that.
Oh, that is so funny though.
LPH asked if Vader was an ultimate muscle. Not exactly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they did a thing like Dragon Ball where it was like an homage, but they couldn't quite say it was him.
Right. Would have been cool. So yeah, we got ourselves a mid-boss fight here going. You can see that the Mantor soldiers from Labuk are here gracing their presence at us.
Damn.
Yeah. Since you know that that town is still under Harmonian rule.
We will free them!
Yeah, we'll free him eventually, but that's still quite a ways. They told me there were no fighters in Chisha village. Well, you thought wrong, Franz. Keep preaching and thinking you're going to get second-class citizenship from the Holy Kingdom into Labuk. Oh yes, and speaking of wrestling, next Saturday, after we stream, Full Gear is happening, the pay-per-view.
Ah, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yep. Maybe one that we'll have to watch after this after the stream or something.
Absolutely. Whew.
I'm pretty sure our friends Ben and Project would love to sit in and chat with us on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they usually are around whenever there's a wrestling pay-per-view that goes on. Wow, 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 wow. So if you want to know how my time is with Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake is, which I'm pretty sure I already talked about. But yeah, been having a lot of fun with it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then, let me see what the chat says.
Yeah.
Starchild said, I remember. I guess they haven't yet. Cause I'm trying to look for a Vader thing, but in Kinnikuman, I'm like, and like, I couldn't find any yet. Starchild said, I remember watching WWE pay-per-view where Batista was going against King Booker and the fans booed them the entire match. I think it was one of the last WWE pay-per-view DVDs I bought. You could see and hear them telling them what moves to do to each other. Oh, you can hear it clearly. LPH said, yes, because yesterday's big fight was mid at best, but the women boxing match of the night. Oh, dude, I was watching that live, LPH, and like I was telling Starchild and Double R and Metal that like I was like, if this ain't a work like fully, it's at least one where they literally agreed to not try and hurt each other.
Yeah.
Because they were doing everything they can to just They
well,
were
yeah, 'cause
barely
like we were saying, like Tyson's like 85 or 58.
58.
Sorry, not
Yeah, he's 50.
What the hell am I saying?
Dyslexia. I'm right.
Well, I
He's
mean,
58.
he might as well be,
But
with
yeah.
seeing as how bad of a how poorly he is in shape and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, like I can tell, like they didn't want. Paul even bowed to thanked them and everything. I'm like, wow, they just worked us.
Muteki, let me answer your question by giving you my question. What do you think? You see what he asked me in the chat?
Yeah, let's see. Well, Dragon Quest usually always has that.
I mean, whatever Toriyama is involved in, you know that it's going to be in there somewhere. Even Dragon Ball has it. I mean, Master Roshi, anybody? I mean, if you saw at the beginning of Yo's Son Goku and his friends return, that 35-minute special, you saw that Master Roshi was doing that right in front of Chi-Chi, and that's why he got smacked in the face with the pan.
Well, hey, remember, Bulma once straight up shot him and Krillin with an Uzi. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know she even shot Goku with an Uzi, even though the bullets were bouncing off of him. It's like, what is it with Goku and guns? It's like, you figure that he would be able to not get hurt by projectile weapons, but that is something that can actually damage him. I mean, you remember when, what's his name? Blueberry or whatever his name is in Resurrection F, who, pierced that laser through his chest? Yeah.
Blueberry-sama.
It's like, his body should be, like, strong against projectile weapons like that, or...
Oh, it should, yeah.
Like, my goodness. And Muteki, even though they have those things in Dragon Quest, they're also a really big thing in Japan as well. And before you ask me, do you plan on getting one if you're in Japan? Well, I'll just say, you never know.
Josh also, I played the reason I had to reschedule because Tyson almost died a few months ago, and he had to get blood transfusions.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. That's wild, too.
Really?
Yeah, he revealed after the fight, he almost died in June.
So that's why I'm saying that it looked like, it was like, okay, I won't say that they agreed to fully, well, I can, maybe, I don't know if they did, but it does look like they did agree to not try and hurt each other.
LPH, to answer your question, it would be nice if they did a crossover if they wanted to do it in video games, but they would have to, but it would have to be a work of rights issue to try to, get that to happen. But in anime, it is possible. I feel. Because there are Dragon Quest animes like The Adventure of Dai, the original, and even The Adventure of Dai remake.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Daido Daiboken.
Yes. And if they can't do one based on Dragon Ball with Dragon Quest, how about a Dragon Quest cross Chrono Trigger collaboration?
Yeah.
That would be much easier.
Yeah.
That's something we should discuss. Out of the 7 main characters in Chrono Trigger, who are their equivalents in Dragon Ball? Well, for Chrono, it's obviously Goku. For Luca, it's obviously Bulma. For Marl, it's obviously Chi-Chi. For Frog, I'm thinking it's either Gohan or Krillin.
I'll say Krillin.
Yeah, for Robo, I'm thinking Tien, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he's up in the air. But for Ayla, it's obviously lunch.
yep.
And for Magus, Demon King Piccolo.
Yep.
And for Lavos, probably Frieza.
Frieza. Yep.
Frieza,
Because
yeah.
both of them are planet destroyers and they're aliens.
Exactly.
Oh, Muteki, who's Beerus? About who Beerus? Oh, man. That...
Toriyama himself jumped
yeah,
in again.
Toriyama. It should be Toriyama himself. That or it could be Yuji Horii.
Yeah, there you go.
Or even Sakaguchi, for that matter.
It's three of them.
Yeah,
Whis, Beerus, and
yeah, they're what are they dubbed? The Dream Team, as they were called back in the day.
Whis, Beerus, and Kaioshin.
Yes. And I'm sure some of them would ask, well, what about Grandmaster Zeno? Whoever runs Square?
Yeah, basically. The CEO.
Yeah.
LPA, so pre-GT, because this game came out in 95.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
GT came out in 96, if I remember right. And I could not remember right. I don't know. Could be wrong. I have learned to imitate you exactly.
You know, one of the funniest things I've seen recently, somebody posted
Bit of
on
nuts.
Twitter or Facebook, like a list of all like the dark-skinned characters in anime, like the best ones in anime, and somehow they listed Piccolo under that category, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay, when
Piccolo.
was Piccolo ever categorized as being the equivalent of a dark-skinned person?
The fandom thing.
Well, in the Speedy dub, when, you know, the black people don't like whistling.
King Kai and his racism.
Ugh. God, King Kai.
Mobile number 1, Starshell said, had a Beerus-like character. Yep,
Yeah, it did.
and that was Toriyama.
I just never could understand that when it came to Piccolo being in that list. I mean, are they really doing everything they can to categorize him as one? Like, say, in superhero, people are having this fan theory that Piccolo has the hots for Miss Janet, you know, Pan's teacher. It's like, fandom's really weird, man.
Muteki said, "You're not including Piccolo? Racist." LPS just said, "Oh boy." Yeah, I don't know what's going on. LPS said, "That's like saying Knuckles was dark skinned." Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fanon, you know, like, and some people with fanon take it to like actual canon. But it's like it's okay to it's nothing wrong with that. It's just you can't like.
But you
straight
can't
up say
you can't
like,
say that what you say is the truth, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Head canon and fanon are not the same as canon.
Exactly.
Characters are aliens.
You know,
I mean, yeah, Star Child. I mean, like, well, what's the famous line? Don't mess with Dragon Ball fans. We don't read our own. We don't watch our own show.
oh yes. Oh God.
We don't even watch our own shows. Because we're crazy.
I still laughed my ass off when you told me about that. That even though they declared themselves as fans or fanboys, that they don't actually read the original material. It's like, how messed up in the head can you guys be? Seriously.
What it is as much as I like abridged, most of them just saw abridged or clips of abridged and be like, "Yep, I know exactly what's going on." It's like, no, you don't.
No, you do not. What they do is a fan-based parody. And I say fan-based parody because they used to consider them as a non-profit fan-based parody. But when they say a fan-based parody, it's like, yeah, I'm guessing money is involved somehow if they call themselves a fan-based parody.
Mm-hmm.
Starshaw said, "There's still people calling Gogeta Go-Getter."
Yeah.
Go get that. Go get that.
Or even Gaku and Pegeta.
Gonku and Pegeta.
Gonku and Pegeta, yes. Even though that was more of the guy doing that video, just
He's just being funny.
yeah, exactly. And it was funny. Yeah, because he was talking about Super Saiyan Densetsu when he was covering all the Dragon Ball Z RPGs. Or at least the Dragon Ball RPGs in general. But seriously, Gonku and Pegeta. That's like saying if Spaghetti was canon, you know?
Spaghetti. Spaghetto.
I don't know why you said it like a Pokemon middle.
Well, hey, don't forget other great fan-made names like Viku, Gokule. You know, other...
Gokule. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, Goku fusing with Mr. Satan.
Yes.
LPH says something good, which is I wish more fans would do, which is I don't use a bridge for my knowledge of it. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Most fans, for some reason, do, which I don't understand.
Right. I mean, if you gotta use reference material from that, you just go by what the author made or what they, talked about. And that kind of stuff.
LPH even continue, like for my wrestling knowledge, it's my memories, not. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Not just looking at some YouTuber who's like, let me tell you.
Exactly.
Hey, let me tell you. Exactly. Sasha said he ordered a Super Saiyan Densetsu game yesterday, funny enough. And he said, don't forget spaghetti. Oh, gee.
Oh,
Never forget
Jesus.
spaghetti.
Don't forget.
Exactly.
God damn it, Star Child.
So lots of spaghetti.
I don't know why that kills me every time, but it does.
You know what they say? All toasters toast toast. No, Mario. All toasters toast bread.
You stupid son of a beach.
No, not the sand at the beach.
Sand at the beach. Or say it like we're all from the Muppets. Hey! Son of a bitch! God, I need to get that sound clip back into the Geek Fighters soundboard of him saying that from, God, what was the name of that show, or that talk show that he was on where he said that?
I remember, that happened?
Yeah, it was on a talk show. Arsenio Hall, I think that's what it was.
Ah.
Muteki said, "Weird thing I saw yesterday. A guy traded in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. He asked why. The guy said story mode wasn't great and the game is geared towards online. Really, I'm like the opposite. I don't even play online except for when
You don't
when I stream with you guys.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. It is kind of, but yeah, you don't have to.
Right.
So I don't know where that guy was saying is geared towards online.
I couldn't tell you, man.
Now the story mode, I understand. It's very simplistic. It's quite simplistic.
Mhm.
But yeah. It's got what if battles and stuff. Star Child said the one I ordered for Super Saiyan Dead Sets was English translated, which yes! Remember Double R I was when I was showing you the Gonku and Vegeta?
Yeah,
That
that was translated.
they were all translated, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shoot, I feel like going through at least Super Saiyan Densetsu because funny enough, Star Child, that's probably the best one, honestly.
Oh, Super Saiyan the Super Saiyan Densetsu, that's got a little bit of a steep learning curve to it. I mean, if you know how to do the whole like card-based battle system, that kind of stuff, if you can get through those mechanics, then you shouldn't have any problem with it. But then again, you have played Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Or Star Child?
No, I was talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, why would I get stuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just old, I probably need a guide for some things, but I don't see why I would.
But here's the $1 million question. Can you keep Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu alive against Nappa?
Well. Have you wait, you beat the game?
No, I'm just asking you
Oh.
if you think you would be able to, because if you keep
Oh.
if you keep them alive, then they go to Namek with you.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yeah, he said that in the video.
Yeah, except for Piccolo, because they had to kill him off for the sake of story and all that.
Yeah, for them to still have to go to Namek, yeah.
Yeah,
If he was alive, they wouldn't have to go.
exactly. Have you got a chance to try out any of the what ifs in Sparking Zero recently, Jerry?
No, not yet. I was looking at... I barely... which is funny, because there's so much story, and I barely... I want to see those what ifs, yeah.
Oh, wait till you get to Gohan.
Yeah.
Because I told you one character actually makes an appearance, but he's actually non-playable in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, we do. As long as they're written really well and they're not really, just there for show, then it'd be nice. What LPH was saying, we need more what-if anime games.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Especially for something like Dragon Ball, where we already know Raditz Taboo so well, so many times.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd love some wacky, some of the wacky what if shit that usually winds up going to like Dragon Ball Heroes these days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stuff like Super Saiyan Raditz, like Super Saiyan 3 Broly and Super Saiyan 4 Broly. And then you get to like the ludicrousness that is what is apparently currently considered the strongest Saiyan form, at least when it comes to the Dragon Ball Heroes universe, which is called Superpower Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know about Limit Breaker, but I didn't know about Superpower.
Superpower Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker is like the end-all be-all, apparently. Because if Gogeta goes that,
okay.
he can basically F up anything, essentially.
Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. Okay, I knew about Super Saiyan 4 Limit Break, but I didn't know about Super Full Power Saiyan 4.
Super Full Power, yeah.
Which apparently, it's the power surpasses Super Saiyan Blue. Because if I remember right, Xeno Goku is a Goku that learned Super Saiyan 4 and God Ki. That's why.
Hmm.
I love Heroes wackiness stuff like that. That's great.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
And it's over.
I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. I don't care. That doesn't make sense. Throw it at him.
AKA, you are dead. LPH says.
Yeah.
But here's the question though: what anime properties or like Japanese properties that that translated from manga to video game, to anime to video games would actually work well for what ifs? You know?
Ranma. Lodos.
Berserk, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, since we got like sort of the Berserk, which was a completely
Yeah. It's
original
like
story in between two of the arcs in the
Yep.
original story.
And my dad's favorite Dreamcast game. Funny enough.
I mean, it is a good game. But can be a bit tricky if you're playing it on the harder difficulty. For sure. So yeah, we're making our way back to Chisa Village, and by the time when we get back there, I think we'll wrap up for tonight's stream.
Cool. Oh yeah, I guess we should. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I said we're about to enter a war battle, but we probably are not going to have enough time to do that in this episode.
I was gonna say we should probably talk about the whole thing with Mr. Keeley here, and the recent bullshit that came out today. If you guys have heard about it.
What recent bullshit would that be?
He's trying to trademark and patent the word Game Awards.
Oh, God.
So he would have the exclusive rights to use the phrase Game Awards in North America.
Then that means that Stuttering Craig's gonna have to change his, the real Game Award show into something else.
The real show of games where we give trophies.
God damn it, Jeff Keighley. Why do you continue
Damn it, Jeff!
to subject yourself into idiocy? Let's just put it that way.
LPH said, "That's just dumb."
Yeah, it's like...
Extremely.
I was about to say, wasn't there something that WWE trademarked that a lot of people were like, nah, this really shouldn't be trademarked under you? Since it's just a all-encompassing term.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what word it was, but yeah, I remember.
Like professional wrestling. It's like they never used professional wrestling when Vince was around, or just the term. They always had to refer to it as sports entertainment.
Yeah.
Sports entertained.
Or Superstar. Yes! Superstar.
Jump up, superstar. Do 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 do.
And I was also going to say, didn't somebody else try to trademark a certain word that nobody could use, and everybody kind of got pissed off at him for trying to do that? Trying to remember what it was, but I know about it, but it just escapes from the back of my head, pretty much. Or I should say, like off the tip of my tongue.
Oh, apparently the president-elect has a trademark on the term "you're fired," so there's that.
Oh,
Starshaw said, if you ever use your name for the Game Awards, they can't make them relinquish it. LPH said, or Superstar and Diva, WWE try to use those, like, blanket
Yeah.
terms.
They did, didn't they? Fucking bastards.
Man, look at those Beatles.
yeah.
I like how there's more ducks.
Yep, those ducks.
The more ducks, the better.
Those two ducks that are right there, they actually work under Sergeant Joe, believe it or not.
Huh.
Yep. And wait till we recruit them with Joe in our party.
Ooh.
That ought to be quite a spectacle to behold. LPH says, or anything that Disney and WB tried to trademark.
Boy, they have tried a lot.
Yes, they
They
have.
have.
That they most certainly have. Hey, Caesar, I forgot we brought you into our party because you do help out Chris's group to try and set up a defense for the village while waiting for, backup to arrive from Apple. Because if you remember, when we played as Hugo, we had Apple with us and we were the backup to try and save Chisha Village from, the Kingdom of Harmonia's conquest to take over it. But that was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when we were on that episode. But yeah, once we get to a spot to where we can, get some freedom to actually go and save our progress, and then that's when we'll end the episode.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we're all getting tired for today. Okay, so basically, it's like how the whole thing goes. Chris's group is going to be defending the village while auxiliary troops arrive. And of course, the auxiliary troops are Hugo's party, or Hugo and his party that we played as a few weeks ago, with the bear hat Bobby Lashley, who could scream off the top of his lungs that causes the earth to tremble. What was his name? Halleck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, what do you meant? But I was like, oh, right, that guy. Yeah, who screamed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, right.
Or here's an even better here's an even better thing that wrestling companies won't even use, or terms that they won't even use. Heel, face, botch. Okay, so now we're at the spot where we can actually save our progress. So I think it's about time that we go ahead and we start plugging. And for me, I think it is time for me to go first this time around, since Metal went first last week.
Yep.
But I will be putting in the links as soon as I get to my computer. But anyways, so to plug for me, you can find me, Double RPG Reviews, on both YouTube and Twitch under the name I just told you. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, whereas Twitch is secondary, as I stream on there mostly. But I haven't done anything in a while when it comes to content on both those websites, but I hope that one day I will get back to doing some stuff. I know it's been hard. I know I keep saying that, and it's been really tough trying to get back into the swing of things, but you'll have to stay up to date with me via social media for all that stuff. But speaking of social media, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky at Double RPG Reviews. And that is it with me. So, Visible Ninja, you next.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Oof. Well, you can just follow me on X at VisibleNinja00. Or you can also find out about my other goings-on with my buddies over at Hero Club, which you can follow across social media at Hero Club for Life. And of course, check us out on Twitch, though that might not be a platform for much longer. We'll have to see how things unfold. Anyways, other than that, of course, check us out Wednesdays and Fridays on twitch.tv/Hero Club for Life for the news on Wednesdays and for the Friday chill and game, which is currently Mario Galaxy, which is some fun stuff. So yeah, come and check it. Anyways, that's it for me.
Hells yeah. All right, and Fighter Cows, last but not least, you, my friend.
Yeah. Hey, follow me on social media, Twitter/X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Fighter Cows. Look for that name pretty much everywhere. Spelled FIGHTERXAOS. Also on Twitch with that same name, look it up. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern, tentative. I may push it back an hour. My new job doesn't really seem to interfere with that, but just in case, I may push it back an hour, just in case it takes me a little more to settle in or whatever.
Yeah.
After work. We'll see. Tuesdays is King of Fighters 15, Fridays is Fate Grand Order, and yeah, check out the social media for, art and webcomics.
And also be sure to join us on our Discord, which the link is in the chat.
Double R linked it. The Discord is the best place to know whenever I have to change, or any of us have to change or announce a schedule for streaming or something like that. So be in the Discord and you'll know when something's going on.
Absolutely.
We can also take you for a ride, possibly.
That is true. Fighter Cows, was there anything else left that you want to plug?
I just want to say thank you guys for being so supportive when I was looking for work. And I hope to, have this job be successful and hopefully lead to something even more in the future. My goal is to, use this job as a springboard for other stuff.
Yes. And hopefully one day get your real estate license, or work your way towards to getting your real estate license, and then you would be set to make money and afford better living and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Woo, woo.
But at least on weekends, you'll still be around for the Geek Fighters.
Oh yeah, for this job, I'll still definitely be. Yep.
Nice.
Weekends won't change, even if I have to change around my regular schedule.
Exactly. And since we're at episode 12 with this stream, we did do 5 episodes of me playing Suikoden 3. So next week we're returning to Fightcade, and we did a fighting game last week, or last time we were in Fightcade. So I'm thinking that the next game we should play through Fightcade is a return to the Dreamcast, and that game, Daytona, USA.
Huh. Does that work?
I think it would be something that we would have to have to test out, because I do know that within the Fightcade app,
Daytona is supported.
Yeah, it is supported, and there is a good number of people playing it together.
Sweet.
So I'd say that would be a good spot for us, or a good game for us to play for next Fightcade. If
Yeah,
it's
we can try it out.
if it's supports like 2-player competitive play and that kind of stuff. But
And
yes,
if not, I'll play Urban Reign as a backup.
yeah, exactly,
Cause I always wanted to show off Urban Reign.
absolutely.
Hey, nothing wrong with Urban Reign.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, but we'll keep you guys posted on our Discord for further details if we can't even do
Right.
Daytona USA. But yeah, stay glued to that. But stay tuned next week for when we possibly might return to Fightcade or go into Urban Reign if Chaos decides to do a one-off on that. So to sign off, I am Double RPG.
Visible Ninja.
I'm Fighter Chaos.
And Fighter Chaos, my friend, you got 2 great words that are left to end off this stream. And they are?
Nimu. Hanyo.
Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.